I'm Mike Kilburn.
And I'm Renee Joseph.
Today's show is called Protect Yourself.
And you may think that means we're going to teach you how to learn how to fight. It's so much more than that.
That's for sure. What we're actually going to show you is several ways you can protect yourself and give you some good information. This is life-changing information. Grab that cup of coffee, stay with us.
If you've had high anxiety lately or been feeling stressed, Reiki can be the solution.
Yes, and we had an opportunity to visit the Reiki Center. This is the largest and oldest wellness center in Ohio, and we learned about how they can reduce your stress and anxiety.
I got very sick many years ago, and traditional medicine didn't make me better. Natural wellness therapies did. And so I wanted to find out more about Reiki and about all of the other things that we do here. And we started out very small, and now it looks like we're the oldest and the largest natural wellness facility in Ohio. Protection is very important. We know that energy is all around us. Science has already told us that. Sometimes that energy works with us. For example, I do Reiki, which is a Japanese technique for pain and stress reduction. So it's really important to learn what is energy and how does energy impact people and how to protect yourself from the things that you don't want into yourself. So we teach you how to bring more protection, more awareness, more empowerment into your own life, and then that allows you to be more protected by some of the things that are coming in to influence you. But we also teach it to children. We have a children's Reiki class, and when you teach children how to become more empowered, how to be more confident, how to protect themselves, sometimes our kids are also impacted, and we might put labels on them. We might say that they're hyperactive, but in reality, they're just really, really sensitive to the energy around them. We really need to protect people from the things that they see, but also the things that they don't see. And we also teach protection when you work with animals. We have a full animal Reiki curriculum so that we teach you how to understand how to protect yourself around the energies of animals and how to help your animals as well. So everything that we do is about empowerment and about making you feel like you're the best possible person you could be. So our website is thereikicenter.net.
One of the most important decisions you can make is your health insurance. And with so many plans out there, it's hard to decipher which one is right for you.
And you know what? Health Markets can put you on a right path to make that right decision. They have over 200 carriers and 3,000 agents across the country.
So where's the industry going this year? That's a very good question. A lot of people are looking at this with the current administration, with COVID. There's a lot of changes happening this year. I think the biggest change that we're going to see is continue to expanding subsidies. So people who are eligible to get government assistance will be able to get more and more government assistance. But on the opposite side, we're going to see a lot of situations where people who are on Medicaid are actually going to lose it. Believe it or not, here in Ohio, there's going to be over 1 million people who are likely going to lose their Medicaid this year, and they're going to have to go out and start shopping for a new plan as of April 1st. I would say the biggest trick that people need to be aware of is don't worry about the deductible. So many people think that the deductible is the most important part of their health insurance, and it's not. Look at the maximum out of pocket. The maximum out of pocket is just that. It's the maximum you're going to pay out of your pocket in a given year. The deductible, like I said, is an important factor, but the maximum out of pocket is far more important. When it comes to protecting your assets, the biggest thing people need to think about is having more than health insurance. Health insurance pays the doctor. Health insurance pays the hospital. You know what health insurance doesn't do? It doesn't pay you. And when you get hurt, when you get sick, what's the one thing you need the most? An income. You need to still be able to pay the house. You still need to be able to pay the car. You still need to be able to pay for the health insurance. So that's where a supplemental plan, an Aflac style plan, if you will, can be huge in your time of need. So one of two different ways, certainly for those that prefer the phone, can reach us, 614-568-1324, or you can simply go online, healthmarketscolumbus.com, and we'll follow up with you. We'll even set up an appointment where we can come out to your house and sit down with you if you need.
Death is very hard to talk about. That's why pre-planning is so important.
Yeah, it communicates the person's wishes at a time when family and friends are emotionally fragile. We talked to the Marlon Gary Funeral Home and the Chapel of Peace.
We've been in business since 2007. I started in the Linden community, opened up our second location on the far east side of Columbus, and our third location in Mansfield, Ohio. Here at the Chapel of Peace, we offer burial services, cremation services, and we even assist families in sending their loved ones back to their country of origin. It's important to pre-plan your services so that your family knows exactly what you want, what kind of service you want. Do you want to be buried? Do you want to be cremated? Do you want a service at the church or at the funeral home, or do you want a graveside service? Also, an important part of pre-planning is prepaying as well, which can protect you against inflation. Pre-planning and prepaying can also give you and your family peace of mind, knowing that your services will be the way that you want them done, and you can prepay for the services knowing that that financial burden will not be on your loved one. In pre-planning and prepaying for your services, we do offer several payment options, either all at one time or monthly payments set up over a few years. Our north location is at 2500 Cleveland Avenue, Columbus, Ohio. We also have a location at 5456 East Livingston Avenue. And we also have a chapel in Mansfield, Ohio, 753 McPherson Street. The Marlon Gary Funeral Home, the Chapel of Peace, has a fleet of modern vehicles to meet not only your funeral needs, but any special event. The best way to reach us is at 614-267-8310, or you can visit us on the web at www.thechapelofpeace.com.
Making sure your automobile is in great shape is a way to protect yourself.
Yeah, when your car breaks down, that can cause some unnecessary stress in your life. But we found a car company that says that they can take that stress and anxiety out of your life. That's straight ahead. Need to get away from it all? Spend a night surrounded by luxury and serenity with Cabins by the Caves in the beautiful Hocking Hills. Whether a besties weekend or romantic getaway, Cabins by the Caves has packages perfect for every occasion. From massages to in-room chefs and so much more, they'll arrange it. You just show up to the cabin and relax. So for more information about the cabins or to book your stay, call 877-322-2283 or go to cabinsbythecaves.com.
Many of us may not have protected our hearing when we were younger, and now we're paying the price.
We stopped by Hearing Life to learn about hearing loss and some of the things that you can do to protect yourself.
So there are many signs, warning signs of hearing loss. The most common is just asking people to repeat, feeling left out of conversations, oftentimes thinking people are mumbling. I have a saying that if people are doing the nod and smile, meaning that if they didn't really understand what's being said, they'll nod and they'll smile because they don't want to ask people to repeat again. Even things like ringing and buzzing in your ears can be a sign of hearing loss. So untreated hearing loss can lead to feeling isolated. People wait too long to get their hearing tested, often 7 to 10 years once they start to notice warning signs. And so they'll start to avoid social situations. That can lead to anxiety, it can lead to some depression, people feeling tired, fatigue, and untreated hearing loss has also been linked to memory loss and dementia. We offer comprehensive hearing testing. They'll come in, we will take a look in your ears, make sure there's no wax or blockage. We put them in the booth and where we go ahead and test their hearing. We not only test for sound, we also test for speech understanding. And we always ask that they bring a familiar voice with them so that we can do some comparison testing, how they hear. Oh, hearing aids have changed so much. They are lightweight, they're comfortable, they're practically invisible. You are able to connect through Bluetooth with your telephone, with television, with any Bluetooth device, so that you're connected to the world as well as connected to friends and family because you can actually hear and understand what they're saying now. So you can call us. You can call 1-800-HEAR-LIFE. You can also go onto our website, which is www.hearinglife.com.
Are you struggling with anxiety, depression, maybe facing a major life change, or just need someone to talk to?
Open Arms Counseling has a therapist to fit you. Their licensed professional counselors can create a safe space for you.
One of the biggest things is if you happen to notice yourself pulling away from people, friends, isolating yourself, the more that you spend in one place, if you find yourself not going out of the room, just kind of staying in bed and not going anywhere, definitely time to reach out at that point. It's really important to protect yourself in regards to your feelings, because if you don't talk to somebody when something is bothering you, then that builds up inside and it grows in that darkness of your interior, and then it will come out, and usually it comes out in a way that you do not like and towards somebody that you feel is safe, and it's usually a loved one. So if you can go to a counselor and talk those feelings out and get them out in the daylight, you can avoid having those incidents happen. Depression can have all sorts of faces. You can be depressed and look like the life of the party, be so fun. Hide it under humor. You can be depressed and be angry. So it depends on who you are, how badly you're feeling, or if you're feeling badly at all. If you go in, have a check-in, see if there's something that might be there. If you're really feeling bad and you know that something's going on, then maybe a weekly session might be the thing for you. We offer a number of different services. We do mental health counseling for anxiety, depression. If there's anything that you want to work on in your life, just come on in. Just give us a call or go to our website. Our number is 614-625-7183, or our website is openarmscounseling.com.
With tax season upon us, are you protecting yourself to maximize your tax refund?
GBQ Tax Consulting and Accounting Firm can help you. They have offices in Columbus, Toledo, Cincinnati, and Indianapolis.
GBQ is all about empowering growth, whether that's the growth of our people, our communities, or our clients' businesses. We're excited to be celebrating our 70th year anniversary this year. And really for over 70 years, we've been focused on providing unique tax assurance and consulting solutions to our clients. So when you're protecting your tax information, first of all, you want to keep it in a secure place, whether that's in a locked file cabinet or an online storage portal or secured password device. You want to keep that information secure. Second, be wary of email. Use a secure password. We all have those old passwords that we haven't updated in a while. Make sure they're secure and unique and something that you don't use frequently. Be aware of a lot of common IRS scams. It's always important to remember that IRS will never reach out to you via text or email. They'll always contact you by mail first, or someone that you're working with personally. If your information's ever been compromised, or your personal or tax information, first you want to notify the credit bureaus to make sure to take steps to protect your identity and make sure that none of your financial information's been compromised. But you also want to contact the IRS. There's a lot of resources on the IRS website under Identity Theft Central. If you need more information, you can reach out to us at www.gbq.com to contact a professional at GBQ.
Did you know you can get free STD testing and treatment right here in Columbus?
And you won't believe the way they fund this service. We have details on that straight ahead. Are you concerned about love, money, career, or other life decisions? Explore your future with professional psychic medium Susan Rollins.
For nearly 30 years, I have successfully guided people of all ages and backgrounds through many life choices and decisions.
To start on your path of discovery with Susan, call 614-804-1450 or go to SusanRollins.com today.
If your vehicle breaks down, it can cost you time and money. But how do you protect your car?
Well, Tom and Jerry's Auto Service explains some of the services they perform to keep your car running in top shape, plus some of the changes that's happened in the auto service business.
We've been in the Grandview area since 1959. Actually, Jerry's dad built the building. It's been here ever since, taking care of the Grandview and Arlington surrounding areas. We do basically your safety, high safety issues, which I would consider brakes, steering, suspension. Then we have your exhaust situations where everybody's concerned about the catalytic converters and what have you. We do replace those, do repairings of that area. There are things that we also have that we can do to help protect after, preferably not after the theft, but to have it happen again. But safety, big one, brakes, steering, suspension, those are the big ones. And we also do engine diagnostics, your service engine lights that are on, your air conditioning and heating systems that are working. With the technology in the cars today, from what they used to be even 10 years ago, they're dramatic changed in the systems. The technology and equipment that we have to be able to diagnose them, and the training the guys go through to stay up on them. We stay up consistent with the cars and what they're going through. You've got your security systems, which everybody hears about, the Kia that's supposedly so easy to steal, and there is fixes for that the insurance companies are trying to encourage people to look into putting into. We try to look into trying to keep those customers safe if we can help. They can contact us at the phone number 614-488-8507, or they can get a hold of us at our web page and make an appointment through that, which is tomandjerrysauto.com.
Living in Central Ohio, it seems like everyone I know suffers from some kind of allergy.
That's why you need Ohio ENT and allergy physicians. They have the most up-to-date treatments for things like allergy, asthma, and other ear, nose, and throat conditions.
Up until a number of years ago, 3-4 years ago, the only treatment we had for food allergies was avoidance. And that's very important, to avoid the food you're allergic to. And of course, if by chance you were to eat the food you're allergic to, then we have the use of epinephrine to save your life. But now, because of some great science and new processes, we now have what we call oral immunotherapy. And with oral immunotherapy, we can now desensitize or make a person tolerant to the food they had been previously life-threateningly allergic to. So we can really change their lives. If you're allergic to bee stings, you definitely want to avoid them. That's the number one thing. But sometimes that's not easy. We can desensitize you. We can put you on bee venom immunotherapy and make you not allergic to the bees so you can have a better spring, summer, and fall. New ways to treat allergies and asthma are some of them are old ways too. And that's, of course, avoiding things we're allergic to. Second of all is pharmacotherapy or medications. And we have a bunch of new medications, especially new nose sprays, that we can use for the treatment of seasonal and perennial allergic rhinitis. And with asthma, we have some incredibly new biologic agents. We can now treat our most severe people with injection therapy that they can receive once every 2 weeks or once a month. One of the main things we do is we'll talk to a patient, evaluate what's needed, and most likely do allergy testing, and testing for environmental allergens, for food allergens, for bee stings. We'll be able to do all of that so that we can better tailor their therapy. We make it an individual therapy for patients, whether they need medications or whether they need allergy shots. If you'd like more information, you can call our office at 614-891-0550. Or you can find us on our website at ohioentandallergy.com.
Habitek is ranked as one of the leading privately held alarm companies in Ohio, and they're celebrating their 50th anniversary.
And they tell us why security is so important now and how technology has changed in the security industry.
I know 50 years, I can't even believe it that we've been around that long, but it has to be our staff. We have amazing technicians who had tremendous years in the industry. We've had salespeople who are great, central station operators that are amazing, and our office staff that holds everything together. We couldn't have gotten here without them. It is so important that you feel comfortable leaving your house or your place of business, and we're a set of eyes. We're your set of eyes to watch it 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365, to give those people the peace of mind to be able to live their lives without having to be constantly worrying about fire or intrusion or unauthorized people, unauthorized employees. We can be your eyes and ears everywhere when you're not there. Again, we do a lot of access control, limiting who can go to and fro and into the offices. We put intercom systems in, buzz-in systems, card swipe systems, cameras, as long as regular security and intrusion and fire alarm systems. What's new is everything's integrated. So everything's integrated through apps and through web interfaces, all stored in the cloud. So we do video monitoring, where it means if it sees a person walk through your parking lot, it snaps on in our monitoring center and it lets us know. And we can call the police or call you, depending on what you would like as the client, as well as giving you push notifications on your phone and being able to have complete access all the time. Or you can look at our website, which is habitecsecurity.com. There's forms and everything. They'll call you and then set up an appointment with one of our salespeople. Or you can call us directly at 1-800-832-5276 and do the same thing. They'll transfer you to our sales department and get a rep out there as soon as they can.
Drowning is a major cause of death for children in the United States. More children die ages 1 through 4 from drowning than any other cause of death.
And here's the most important thing. We found a client that can teach your child to swim. It may save their life. Stay with us for those details. Are you seeing mold, mildew, or even foundation issues in your basement? C&J Basement Solutions is Central Ohio's basement repair expert.
We had the moldy smell, took some boards off the wall and realized we may have had a little bit of bigger issue than we thought. So C&J came in, showed us some great solutions and saved us thousands and thousands of dollars basically over everybody else.
So to save thousands over the other basement companies, contact C&J Basement Solutions at 614-714-4842 or cnjbasementsolutions.com.
AIDS Healthcare Foundation has a primary focus on testing, prevention, and awareness on AIDS and HIV.
Right now, though, we have a major problem with syphilis in the metropolitan area. We found out about how often you should be tested, and we found out how this work is funded through the Out of the Closet Thrift Shop.
AIDS Healthcare Foundation is an international nonprofit organization that is committed to providing cutting-edge medicine regardless of the ability to pay. Syphilis and HIV are definitely linked, and we know that if a person has untreated HIV or syphilis, it makes them more susceptible or more at risk to getting the other. Unfortunately, both HIV and syphilis in early stages don't have any symptoms. This means that people don't know that they have it until they get tested. So the CDC recommends annual STI testing for sexually active individuals. But this frequency increases to every 3 months if someone is having multiple sexual partners or having anonymous partners, or if their partner is having sex with others. In Columbus, AHF provides a wellness center in our Out of the Closet thrift store. At our wellness center, people can get free condoms, daily free HIV testing, and on Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, we offer free STI testing, treatment, and prep care. There's also a full-service pharmacy on site. At our healthcare center, our expert clinicians provide primary care to people living with HIV. Common symptoms for genitourinary STIs include frequent urination, painful urination, or discharge. People can also get STIs in the back of their throat or in their bottom, and most often those areas do not have symptoms. But if they do, people can experience sore throat or difficulty using the restroom. So AHF is on the web at ahf.org, and you can also follow us on social media.
Have you ever needed personal protection or just general security?
Well, the Brazen Group is a combat veteran-owned business that specializes in dignitary protection, investigations, and general security.
The important part of my company that I like to staff is with veterans. And with veterans, they have been tried and true. They have been under duress and have had to make those decisions. Our staff mostly comprises of veterans, law enforcement, and other first responders. So we offer, our specialty is dignitary protection, where we will do celebrity athletes, music artists, and also certain politicians. Our guys are actually been trained in executive protection in terms of looking for choke points, looking for people that might have certain discerning body language, and to assess a situation before it happens. Other services we do a lot of investigative work. We'll do workman's comp. We do a lot of personal domestic relationship issues, such as, your spouse, you're kind of worried about what they're doing when you're at work. We do a lot of intellectual property, anti-counterfeiting. We have done some DoD work. And then we also perform general security for companies that want asset protection. The advantage of dealing with us is that we know the law, and in terms of there's certain things that you can and cannot do, especially if you are trying to catch somebody in the act. With having us as a third party, we are non-biased. and we can testify to those facts. Also, we know what needs to be caught and what would actually be best held up in court. Best way to reach us is go directly to my website. It is www.braven.group, and our phone number, my email, and everything will be listed on there to reach out and contact us.
350 children under the age of 5 drown in pools each year. The majority of the deaths occur in June, July, and August.
But Goldfish Swim School, they offer year-round perpetual swim lessons, plus they have free water safety presentations. They have shown that presentation to over 50,000 kids in the Central Ohio area.
Well, just like any other skill that a child is trying to learn, consistency is so important. So by being able to practice these skills every single week, week after week, they're going to become more consistent and confident with those skills. Water safety is relevant every time of year, not just in the summer and fall. So being able to practice those skills year round is really important. I think it's really important for parents to be aware that drowning is the #1 leading cause of death for children ages 1 to 4, and the second leading cause of death for children 5 to 14. And by taking swim lessons, that can reduce the risk of drowning by up to 88%. That is a staggering percentage. So getting them into swim lessons as soon as possible. Also, it's really important to make sure that you always have a designated watcher when you are taking swimming lessons, or when you are swimming at a pool or at a lake or an ocean. Make sure that you have a parent or a guardian specifically designated just to watching the kids and making sure they're safe. We also want to make sure that you're talking about swim safety at home, respecting the rules, knowing that they should never swim without an adult, what to do if they fall into a pool. Just by having those conversations consistently at home will help them be aware and more safe in and around the water. For our water safety presentations, we'll go to any business or organization that is involved with children that wants us to come. It's a free 20-minute presentation, and we talk strictly about water safety, wearing a life jacket, what to do if you fall in, general pool rules, and just generally how to be safe in and around the water. We also send home a parent or guardian letter for them so that they know exactly what we talked about in the presentation and how to continue having that conversation at home. We have a promo code for all of our viewers for Out and About. And that will get you $25 off or your waived annual membership fee. So you can visit our website at www.goldfishswimschool.com, or you can reach out to your local Goldfish Swim School.
Now, where do you turn? Who do you call? Columbus Collision Center is your one-stop body shop when your vehicle's been in an accident. From first call to completed repair, Columbus Collision Center makes it easy to get your vehicle safely back on the road fast. So when you need that quality one-stop body shop, call Columbus Collision Center at 614-350-8251 or go to columbuscollision.com. Well, we hope you enjoyed today's show and you found some things that will protect you. If you missed any of today's show, you can always go to our website at onacolumbus.com, and of course be sure to follow us on Facebook. Renee, what's coming up next week?
Well, Mike, next week is our usual business around town, and we hear there's going to be some wonderful new businesses that you're going to want to find out about, so be sure to watch.
And remember, you can see us 2 times weekly, Saturday morning, 7:30 a.m. on the CW Columbus, and Sunday mornings, 10 a.m. on ABC 6. Until next time,
have a great week.
Closed captioning brought to you by Explore Hocking Hills. Winter is a great time to visit the Hocking Hills. For more information, go to explorehockingHills.com.